Here's my hometown, a city of around 200,000 inhabitants in the Netherlands called Tilburg. The Dutch have generally considered this industrial city one of the country's ugliest cities, mainly due to its many factories and the lack of an appealing historical center, which you'll find in neighboring cities Breda and Den Bosch. Dutch cities that people consider beautiful have typical features like a city wall, canals, typical Dutch houses and a cathedral as a landmark. This package, the more intact and preserved, the better, constitutes an appealing Dutch city. But Tilburg doesn't have all that. It's a city formed out of several villages, hence the lack of a historical center. It revolved around the textile industry, which collapsed in the 80s, leaving a trail of ugly, empty factory buildings and workers' houses no one wanted to live in. Aside from being a hub for the textile industry, Tilburg had a train maintenance yard covering a significant area behind the central station, which slowly turned into a mysterious, secluded ghost city as the operations declined. Hence, in the second decade of this millennium, Tilburg had another abandoned industrial area to deal with, this time a very big one. So what did they do? Instead of removing and replacing the decayed factory buildings with something entirely new, they decided to preserve and refurbish these old buildings and give them new functions. This huge train hall became a building for festivities. This factory building became a food court. This old train set became a restaurant. This train depot became a park. And this immense barn became a library and was even picked as the world's best building by the World Architecture Festival in 2019. As biased as I am, being a born Tilburgian, I'm kind of proud of how my city, the Ugly Duckling, didn't try to be the next Breda or Den Bosch, but entirely owned its ugly sides and turned them into its greatest strength. Instead of removing the shards of the past, it picked them up and glued them together. It never gave up its rawness, and the scars of the city's industrial past, the decay, the abandonment, are still visible, in which its beauty lies. The Tilburgian way of mending what's damaged, old and broken, turning it into something beautiful, is kintsugi put into practice.